Welcome to my show. My name is Emma Burke and I'm the founder of the children's sports brand Laceeze and Defiance. I live on the south coast of England with my partner and now husband of 24 years. We have 2 teenage sons. I'm also mum to 2 dogs and 2 cats, one of those cats that thinks he's a dog. I am creating this channel in order to help founders not make the same mistakes that I have. So the business was launched in 2017 and I have learnt a lot and made a ton of mistakes along the way. When I left school, all I wanted to do was work with animals. So I trained as a vet nurse. Then when I met my husband, who was self-employed, it soon became apparent that his lifestyle didn't really fit into that of a vet nurse, which was long weekend shifts, night shifts. And he encouraged me to become self-employed. And it was then that I started my entrepreneurship journey. I was completely naive. It's probably fair to say I was just a little bit clueless. And I set up a contract cleaning company, but I didn't really know what I was doing. Google was my best friend. I Googled how to make a quote, how to send an invoice. But this became really successful. We employed over 60 people, had some fantastic local authority contracts. But then after my sons came along, so in 2006 and 2007, I had them close together, I just realised I wasn't enjoying it anymore. I used to get what I called like the Sunday dread, which was just that feeling in your tummy that it's Monday and it's all going to start all over again and all the problems. So I just questioned, why am I doing this when one of the advantages of being self-employed is that you are supposed to be enjoying what you're doing and have some freedom. So bit by bit, I sold off various contracts and I closed the company. So fast forward to 2016, which was when Laceeze was founded, and we launched in May 2017. My boys were 9 and 11 at the time of the launch. And life for me very much was a sideline mum. So taking the boys to training, I think actually it was about 5 days a week, 5 evenings between the 2 of them, car picnics. And then Saturday and Sunday mornings, it was watching them play their matches. And it was during one of those sessions when a boy came to train and his dad put an elastic band around his football boot. Somebody said, "Why are you doing that?" And he replied, "Well, it keeps the laces tied." So for anybody that hasn't been involved in kids sports or on the sideline, kids' laces come undone all the time. Even if you're some sort of like shoelace tying wizard, they come undone. So we watched this boy and lo and behold, his shoelaces didn't come undone. And that just started us thinking, could we create a product that we could take to market, that people would pay for, that children would want to wear, that will do the job? And this was the start of Laceeze. And at the time there was myself and I had 2 co-founders, one who was actively building the brand with me and another who was more of a sort of a silent founder. Today, I am the sole owner of the company. I have been since November 2022. I think that's probably a story for another day because becoming the sole owner was probably one of the more traumatic aspects of my time with this business. Laceeze soon became Laceeze Defiance. So as we brought out new products, they all, if it wasn't the Laceeze bands, everything else is a Defiance product. Still with the same purpose, is that we are creating products that are useful for children playing sport, really good quality products, things that can be handed down, and also that we stick to our core value. And the core value of the company is that grassroots is at the heart of everything that we do, and we always give back to grassroots causes. So why am I doing this? So firstly, I didn't even know if it was going to be a podcast, was it going to be a YouTube channel? But over the last year, I have been asked quite a lot by founders who are probably at an earlier stage in their journey than I am for advice. And it kind of got me thinking, well, first of all, why are you asking me? So it was like good old fashioned imposter syndrome comes up yet again. But then I realised I have done quite a lot since 2017. And as I said earlier, we've made a ton of mistakes. So then I thought, well, if I could help somebody speed up their journey or not make some of the mistakes that I've made, and if I did that just for one person, then this would be a successful channel and it's going to be worthwhile. And also I hope that as I share some of my challenges, people that are listening might actually go, oh, Emma, I've had this challenge and this is how I overcame it. So it's just kind of a knowledge sharing platform, really. So what can you expect from this channel? So I'll start with telling you what you're not going to get. This is not going to be some highly crafted, big TV production like some of the podcasts out there. I'm in an amazing studio today. I've got somebody checking that the cameras are on and that you can hear me and they're facing me. But, sometimes it might just be me picking up the camera, my good old trusty vlogging camera in the office, and just having a chat with you. And I really do think that it's like the perfectionism and some of these highly crafted podcasts and the ones that have teams of people behind them, that's actually, they've set the bar so high that stopped me when I've had this idea of doing this for a while from actually coming out here and talking to you. You also won't be getting teasers and trailers which have a cliffhanger and you have to watch the whole episode. If I think there is some content that is really, really useful, I am just going to give it to you. And I also just think, don't let perfectionism stop you. I've got some notes today. I am happy to let you know that I am working from some notes because my memory is like a sieve and I don't want to forget things that I think might be quite important and might help you, especially after the cameras have stopped rolling. You might also get a little look behind the scenes. You might get a bit of an insight into my personal life. Spoiler alert, there is nothing glam. I am usually in my welly boots out walking the dogs or in my gym gear. Not heading to the gym, just usually I am just in my gym gear. But amongst all my ramblings, you will get some honesty. I will be an open book. I believe that tips and tricks just shouldn't be gate kept. And if we can help move the needle for somebody, then this is the content that I want to create, just to be really beneficial and to help you. These episodes won't be long. I'm going to aim for 15 to 20 minutes. I will give you a recap of what's been happening in the world of Laceeze, but then also we did launch in 2017, so there are some bigger stories that I will be able to tell and some massive, massive lessons that we have learned. And then, as I've said, I'll be sharing some lessons that we've learned, and I thought today I would just give you one. So I'm frequently asked what's the number one thing you would tell your earlier self, and it's the same thing that comes up time and time again for me, and it is sharing your journey and documenting it. And I think it's very easy, you just kind of get caught up in the doing, and then you I'm the worst for it. I'm like, oh God, I should have taken a video of that, I should have taken a photo of that, and I didn't, because I'm just so busy doing those things and moving from one thing to another. And then when we set up Laceeze, we kind of hid behind the brand. We did let people know that it was, footy mums that had created a product for children that were playing sport. But really that was it. We didn't really give the audience any insight into us, into our lives. And when I became the solo owner of the company in 22, it was then that I decided to sort of put myself forward a little bit more. And I noticed quite quickly the difference that made. Our audience became a lot more engaged with us, with me. People were asking questions and we were able to respond back. So what I would say to any founder that's starting out today is connect with your audience from day one and let them know who you are, because actually people don't really care about the brand. They want to know what's going on underneath. And also I think by documenting everything, it is a really, really good way of actually just taking a look back and seeing how far you have come. Also, as I promised, I will give you a little insight into me, Emma, the person behind the camera. And so here's a couple of little facts about me. I am massively into manifestation, crystals, tarot, all the woo-woo stuff I absolutely love. I won't talk about it on this video channel because there's plenty of people out there doing it and I won't do it any justice, but I do use a lot of the elements of the things that I learn in my business today, gratitude, just mindfulness, those types of things. I am also a huge AFC Bournemouth fan, so when I'm not watching my boys play football, I do try to get to the stadium. It's a really good time to be an AFC Bournemouth fan at the moment. We are doing well. It's also in the family, so I didn't have much choice. My uncle, my brother are diehard fans. My dad works at the stadium, has done for years, even has tattoos with the club crest on them. And my boys, well, they had no choice. They followed suit. So thank you for being here, and I really, really hope that the things that I share might help you a little bit in your journey as a founder. And if you think that there is a founder that would benefit from this channel, then please do share it, because I am a true believer that a brand should not be built in private.